Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for our adult book break. My name is Michelle Bennett-Copeland, and I thank you for joining us and spending time with us this afternoon. I would like to give a few friends time to log on. We'll give them just a few moments, and we thank you. Thank you for joining us. I see a few people here already. We have adult book break every Thursday at 4 p.m. Streaming story times Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Our streaming storytime feature our librarians with Fulton County Library System, as well as special guests. So please tune in and join us every day. I am more than sure that you will find something you like and see someone who you would love to see read to you and your children. We offer our virtual resources and many programs: DIY Wednesdays, Fitness Tuesdays, book break, as I said, adult book break on Thursdays at 4 o'clock, and a multitude of other virtual programs that we're offering right now during our closing period. And the good thing is that we will be offering programs even after we reopen, when that may be. Please stay tuned. I know many of you are wondering, when are our libraries going to reopen? We are coming. We miss you. We're thankful that you miss us, and your voice matters. So we're looking forward to seeing you again. And while you wait, and even after we reopen again, we are excited to offer you our virtual programs and still be able to serve you daily. Again, my name is Michelle Bennett Copeland. I'm your host for our adult book break. We still have a few more friends logging on. Let's give them a time to get settled. And those of you who are here, let's grab a piece of paper, because I think I have some things that you may want to write down for yourself and you may want to share with your friends. Thank you all for joining us. I have a special book break for us today. I'll be reading Do One Nice Thing. I thought that this book would be appropriate for right now because we all have so many concerns. I chose this book a few weeks ago before additional chaos evolved in the world. However, it's up to us to try to make a difference in this place. People like you and I. So we're glad to have you, and I hope that I can share something with you that you can pass along to others and they can do the same, and we can make this place a much better world. Thank you again for joining us. Again, I'm Michelle Bennett Copeland, and I'll be reading with you today Do One Nice Thing. Little things that you can do to make the world a better place. While we wait for a few friends to log on, I have a little filler for us. That filler is a book that I just ran across today, and I thought it was pretty appropriate to just help us. You know, we go to bed seeing what's going on in the world, we wake up seeing the same thing, and we just need a break. And we're glad that you're taking a break with us today. I'm going to read with you. This is something that is dated for today, June 4th. And this is from the book written by Iyanla Vanzant. The title of this book is Until Today. Until Today. And these are just some little affirmations to kind of help you and hopefully help you pass along to your friends. So again, we can try to make this place better. I would like for you to grab something to write with, because you may want to refer back to some of these suggested topics that you're going to pass along, I hope, to help this world become a better place. However, my filler for today is by Iyanla Vanzant. This is dated for today, June 4th. Very often, when things do not turn out the way we hoped they would, we start labeling things right or wrong, good or bad. Whenever our way is not the way things seem to be going, we get caught up in fear and jump to foregone conclusions of doom. There's a way to avoid these dangerous reactions. It is to remember at all times nothing can be hidden. We all live in the world where time and forgiveness reveal the truth. There is never a need to prove that you made the right choices and are unjustly receiving the wrong results. When results appear to run amok, shut up, back up, forgive yourself for forgetting that you are in charge. Forgive yourself for thinking that someone or something can stop your destiny from unfolding at the perfect time or the perfect way. You are good and will always work on behalf of yourself. Do your thing. If someone has stepped into your path in a foolish attempt to disrupt your plan, you know that your plan cannot remain hidden. Until today, you may have been caught up in situations that appear to be going badly. Just for today, practice forgiving yourself for believing that bad things can happen where good things reign supreme. I just thought I would share that with you. Someone needed to hear that. However, one thing I want you to do today, I think that everyone should have something to write with, to write a few topics down. And the book that I will highlight today is Do One Nice Thing, little things that you can do to make the world a lot easier or a lot nicer. The author is Debbie Tenzer. These are older books. Iyanla Van book was published in 2000, and this book was published in 2009. However, the same rule apply. We have to spread kindness, and we have to show others that this world can be a better place. So what I'll share with you are just a few highlight things that we can do to do our part in making this place a better place. These are just little short stories that I think that you would enjoy and to consider doing and spreading to others. Topic number one, everyone needs a break. Babysit a sick friend so his or her spouse or child can get a haircut, go out for a cup of coffee, or tend to errands. The caregiver will be grateful for the chance to relax or even get caught up and will return feeling renewed with more energy and patience. An accident, a devastating illness, or a wound in battle can strike suddenly and, in fact, can affect an entire family. Many people who go home after a catastrophic illness or life change need 24-hour companionship and supervision. Giving care is exhausting, stressful, and very expensive. My mom had a massive stroke at 51 and is now at home with dad. We all help with the struggles. It's amazing the things that you can live through as patient, as a patient, and as a family member. Paying a visit, playing a game, having a cup of coffee, helping with an errand or a meal wouldn't seem like much, but guess what? Being on the receiving end is huge. That's one nice thing someone can do to make someone's day better. Remember, everyone needs a break. Topic number two. This is a good one of my favorites, and easy. Topic number two. This applies to everyone, children and adults. Smile. Smile at people. It might not seem like much, but think of it this way. You might be the only thing that they see that day that brightens their day. Sometimes, when I'm being interviewed on the radio, I ask listeners to call in and tell me about the nice things strangers have done for them or that they have done for strangers. One man told me that he used to walk a long way to work each day until a stranger surprised him by pulling his truck over to the side of the road and giving him a bicycle. Wow, that's major. Another man explained how proud he felt when his daughter wanted to give her books to a needy child in her class. He figured out how to do it anonymously so the girl's family wouldn't feel embarrassed. But what a beautiful message. He communicated to his daughter, it's not only what you give, but it's how you give it. Then a woman called and said, I make a point of smiling at everyone. In contrast to what the other people did, I thought smiling is skating on thin ice, on thin ice. But then I thought too, smiling is truly a nice thing to do. Imagine how sad life would be if every face we saw wore a frown. If you don't have enough things or money to share, a smile is a lovely gift. It doesn't matter that we are Muslims or Christians or Jews or Hindus or belong to any other faith. We can all smile to make this world a better place. That's easy. That's one of my favorite ones. Next topic, wave them in. What could that one be about? Well, I'll share. Wave them in. Stuck in traffic? Be gracious to someone by pausing for a moment and allowing them to drive into your lane or walk across the street. Rush hour is a tough time to be nice. Blaring horns and screeching brakes can make anyone a bit tense. Let's face it, it's hard to feel generous in bumper to bumper traffic. But one night, I learned a lesson from a driver in front of me. With a wave of her hand, she signaled to a waiting car in the parking lot, come on in. The grateful driver, who had been idling a while, excitedly waved back to let her know thank you and drove forward. Suddenly, I snapped out of my on guard mindset and I waved the next person in. And the next thing you know, it felt so good. I noticed that the driver behind me did the same thing. Try it the next time you're stuck in traffic. You might start a very nice chain reaction. My girlfriend and I were in Boston for 3 days, and it seemed that everyone was doing nice things for us. When we got on the subway, a young man gave up his seat and politely told us to sit down. Wow. Every time we looked at the map, someone stopped to help us. One man was going the same way we were and took us with him to make sure we didn't get lost. Cars would stop for us, but we weren't even ready to cross the street. They would just wait for us. The hot dog vendor even cut our hot dog in half so we could split it. I know these are little things, but it made things a whole lot nicer. Our next topic to have is just say, whoa, what could that one be about? And again, we're just simply sharing things that we can do to make this place a kinder place because we certainly need it right now. Just say, whoa. Don't pass along a bad mood. Don't catch it in the first place. Some people are simply not nice. They holler, they honk, they push around everyone in their way. Unfortunately, crabbiness is not a victimless crime. When mean people bark at us, we often turn around and bark at other people. I do sometimes. Instead of acting like a victim, do something nice for yourself. Here's a simple method I learned to remove the bad guy or gal's power over you and stop a mean spree right in its tracks. For an example, a man in a speeding car cuts you off in traffic, then screams a vile obscenity to you. He almost caused an accident. But instead of freezing in fear or even yelling back at him, imagine that the perpetrator as a screaming toddler. Whoa, he's wearing nothing but a diaper. Now in full tantrum mode, he's shrieking at the top of his lungs, turning red in the face, pumping his tiny fists in the air, and kicking his chubby little legs. Wow, he is mad. But now he's no longer sitting in his hot muscle car. He's just a tiny baby upset in his crib. Let's try to practice that one. Try to practice that. Hopefully, that message, just say well, hopefully that will come to mind when we are cut off in traffic or the next time someone honks their horn when we're not moving fast enough. Our next topic is how's it going? How's it going? Reach out to someone. You never know what might happen. I was at the checkout stand completing my weekly family shopping. The cashier was a charming young Vietnamese woman. I complimented her on her English. She shared that she wanted to learn more in order to make a better life for her family. I pulled out my business card and wrote a phone number of a literacy program on there. And the literacy program pairs volunteer tutors with adult learners. A whole year later, I got a phone call out of the blue. She had found my card and wanted to thank me for the words of encouragement. She had earned her GED and also enrolled in a community college. A small act of kindness on my part was rewarded by the opportunity to share her sense of accomplishment. Here's another example. My husband Manny and I were taking our morning walk when we passed a woman walking a dog. Manny said, "Good morning." She looked shocked, hesitated, then replied, "Good morning." Then Manny ran ahead of me. I walked a tad slow for him. As she came up to me and asked, "Is that your husband?" I said, "Yes." And she said, "I just have to tell you how nice it was that he said hello to me. I've lived in this neighborhood for a long time, and no one has ever done that. Please tell him how much I appreciate it." Who knew that just simply saying good morning could brighten someone's day? Topic number three. I'm sorry. Topic number six for us to highlight. Well done. Well done. Leave a big tip and a little note for a wonderful waiter. You can also do this at other businesses, including hotels, retail stores, repairmen who may come to your home, or simply ask to speak to the employee's manager to praise the person who has been exceptionally kind to you and helpful. Track down people's bosses and write them letters and emails praising them for having the wisdom to hire such a fantastic staff. We like to hear those words too of encouragement at the library. Sometimes we have to reach out to pay a deserved compliment. In a restaurant, we say to the server, "Please have the chef to come to our table." When he or she arrives, I say, My wife says, when my wife says twice that the meal was delicious, you better believe it. The chef could hear it directly. And when the meal is over, we also ask to see the manager. We compliment him or her for the fine dinners and service. You should see the change of expression in their face because many are mainly accustomed to hearing gripes and complaints when a manager is called to the table. So that's one thing that we can consider doing when we go out and have a nice meal. Let's give them a little compliment to tell them or let them know, well done. We really appreciate it. Next topic, be my guest. Topic number 7, pay for the person behind you at the drive-through restaurant, or if you're just getting a cup of coffee. I was on my way home from work, waiting in line. And as I approached getting my coffee, the clerk said to me, "The person ahead of you has already paid for it." She inspired me to do the same thing. And the next thing we knew, there was a chain of niceness going on behind me, even after I departed. While I was over at Dairy Queen with my sister, I was up to get a glass of water when I saw the cashier getting an order. I told the cashier, I'll pay for that. He and his coworkers' jaws dropped. I didn't know what the customer thought, but I felt happy to help. So showing acts of kindness not only brightens someone else's day, but it helps you feel pretty good to be able to do it. Just simple acts of kindness can make this world a much better place. Number 8, they deliver. Where would we be without our dedicated mail carriers? Nowadays, Amazon carriers, our UPS carriers. All my neighbors look forward to seeing Ray Peoples, our letter carrier. It's not unusual to see people handing him sodas, muffins, and other treats. Why? Because he always has an infectious smile, a warm greeting, and a wave for everyone. He even knows us all by name. One day, when I was driving my daughter home from school, we passed by a birthday party at one of our neighbors' homes. We slowed down to look at the colorful balloons and cute preschool age guests. Suddenly, my daughter shouted, "There's Ray!" Sure enough, someone had grabbed him to pose for a picture with the little birthday girl. She was holding his hand, and then he waved goodbye because he had to return to his route. Her mother handed him a plate with a slice of cake and a snack for the road. That's something we can also do for our Amazon carriers. I bet that that would really shock them. And I'm just only going to share just a few of those topics. The topics covered today was everyone needs a break. Think about our caregivers. Think about those that can just give an errand, allow you to get a cup of coffee. That will allow the caregiver to come back feeling rejuvenated. And it will also help you to continue the niceaholic movement. Smile. That's something that we all can do. It makes you feel better. Young and old, we can all smile. Wave them in. If we're in traffic, let's wave someone in and see how that works. Now, don't get mad if they don't wave back and say thank you. Just wave them in anyway. Just say, whoa. Don't forget, when someone is blowing at you, acting not the kindest, think of them as a little baby in the crib. Whoa, they just fell. Get up. Look at them as being a baby in a diaper. How's it going? Pay a visit to a friend, call them, write a letter, just reach out. Well done. If you're in a restaurant, let the waiter know or the chef know you enjoyed their services. Because we know sometimes when someone asks, "Where's your manager?" you know that they many times are not wanting to see that person for good news. Let's change the record. Be my guest. They deliver. Think about those Amazon deliveries that we get, that we have began to rely on now. Let's write those down and let's just continue words of encouragement for each other because we need it. We can make someone's day and all at the same time while we are doing one nice thing, little things that you can do to make the world a lot nicer. You will not only make someone else have a brighter day, but it will allow you to feel better inside. I'm Michelle Bennett-Copeland. I'm your host today for our adult book break. Please enjoy all of our virtual resources that we're bringing to you from the library. We have streaming story time Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Many of our library employees are providing that story time, and we also have many special guests and authors that will be spending time with us. So please make sure you click us on. We have DIY Wednesdays, learn something new, kitchen chemistry, learn a new recipe, Fitness Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Join us with that so we can get those muscles ready for the summertime. We still have to stay physically fit, and that will help us to be a lot kinder. We want to focus on our total body health and wellness. Fitness Tuesdays, DIY Wednesdays, Streaming Book Club, Monday through Thursday. Book break, streaming story time, Monday through Friday. Book break, Thursdays at 4. It's so many. It's so many. Please tune in. We have our universal classroom. We have our e-resources. We have Hoopla. We have Friggle. We have so many things to offer you. Again, enjoy us. Enjoy this time at home. And we totally look forward to seeing you again when we reopen. When we reopen, we will still provide our virtual resources. So please continue to point and click and tune in with us every day because we're trying to offer something for everyone. Thank you again for your time, and we look forward to seeing you again next Thursday, and we look forward to seeing you again pretty much every day for all of the services that we at Fulton County Library System are providing. One last important message. It's summer reading time. It's summer reading for children and it's summer reading for adults. So make sure you log on to Beanstack. We want to record those readings. We want to ensure that you are recognized for everything that you're reading this summer. Please log on to Beanstack, FulcoLibrary.beanstack.com. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again. Have an awesome day, and don't forget, do one nice thing, little things that you can do to make this world a nicer place. Let's try it. And hopefully, not only will we make someone else's day, but we'll help ourselves feel better all at the same time. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.